So let's take a look at some of the images that you sent in, beginning with this one from Aike Timson Drive by Community Road at Satellite Town, Lagos State, showing the bad state of the only road leading into the community. According to our eyewitness reporter, residents have had to cope with this bad road for more than 35 years. He blames the poor drainage for this flooded road and asking for help from the state government. Next is this image from Harbin in China, showing this man displaying the Nigerian flag during what he calls the celebration of Cultural Day at his school. Our final image is from Etiosa in Lagos State, showing these people whom our eyewitness reporter describes as contestants after a spelling bee competition, while some of the students are dressed in the attire of the lawmakers at the local government level. The lawmakers are in turn dressed in the children's school uniforms. Our eyewitness adds that that is how the lawmakers decided to celebrate the children during their annual celebration. We thank you for sending them in and ask that you keep the pictures and videos coming. The SocioEconomic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, is asking President Muhammadu Buhari to launch an investigation into the alleged payment of 17 billion naira to members of the National Assembly as election expenses in 2015. This allegation is contained in a book written by former Finance Minister Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala titled "Fighting Corruption is Dangerous." According to Dr. Okonjo-Iweala, the funds became the price to pay to have the 2015 budget passed. The organization cited this in a letter to the president dated June 1, 2018, signed by SERAP's Deputy Director Timothy Adewale. SERAP's letter reads in part, quote, "The required elements of the offence of bribery are those of promising, offering or giving something to a public official, such as the alleged 17 billion naira for election expenses of lawmakers," end of quote. According to SERAP, facilitating 17 billion naira as election expenses has undercut access of millions of Nigerians to public services such as health, education, electricity supply or public transportation. The organization has given the presidency a 14-day ultimatum to formally launch an investigation into the allegation, failing which it would take legal action to compel the government to act in the public's interest. 8 persons have been reported killed when suspected herdsmen attacked a village in Kwanda local council area of Benue State. The attackers also allegedly kidnapped a woman and injured 6 other persons. The 8th victim reportedly died at about 7:20 p.m. at the hospital while receiving treatment. Chairman of the local council and the state police commissioner both confirmed the casualty figures. The police has, however, promised to bring everyone involved in the mayhem to book.
I had a phone call. SME has attacked the village, Bation village, near Council Ward, Kwanda local government, near Jatuaka town there. So when I got there, I discovered slain 7 people. Houses were burnt. 2 small babies got burnt into one round hut. So about 7 of them were seriously injured. And I brought them here for medical treatment. It's unfortunately one of the 1-year-old baby who I brought here has just given up. So that is what really happened. So I reported the matter to the Commissioner of Police.
And some internally displaced persons in Benue State have been complaining of neglect, particularly those housed in informal camps. They are worried about deteriorating sanitary conditions, especially with the onset of the rainy season, which leaves them vulnerable to several health hazards. Following reports of the outbreak of communicable diseases, a coalition of Benue medical practitioners and youth corps members have undertaken a medical outreach at the IDP camp in Makurdi.
Internally displaced persons at the informal camp located at LGEA Primary School, Agan, a suburb of Makurdi, the Benue State capital, pursuing their daily needs. Some of the IDPs look bewildered and weary as they are helpless without a solution in sight to their plight. However, there is hope in the horizon as resident doctors from the Benue State University Teaching Hospital and medical students flag off this medical outreach.
Benue State Medical Students Association, in conjunction with the NYSC, is having this outreach to give back to this community in form of medical care, consultations, medications, and then also have some health talk to the parents and the children on how to take care of themselves.
As the IDPs move from diagnosis to treatment, some of the patients express happiness for the medical outreach, relieving them of some of their many travails.
For me, stomach, they worry me, clashing body, headache, and chest.
Members of the Benue Medical Coalition call for additional support for the over 2,000 IDPs at Agon camp.
We have the various cases, common cases like malaria. We also have hypertensives here, and also have we have hypertensive diarrhea disease amongst the children, and also some other common ailments like there's some are just here with body pains and just giving them some other placebos, as we call them, like that. But basically, the outreach is going well. We are treating both the elderly, the young, and the women.
This coalition of medical professionals and the NYSC sets a new standard for individuals, groups and international partners to step in and address the humanitarian crisis among the over 180,000 IDPs in Benue State.
In an empowerment program, women and youths across the Northeast who have been engaged in environmental sanitation in their communities will receive payment for labor rendered. Tagged Cash for Work, it is an initiative of Pt.2 Additional Financing 2 project as part of a responsive plan of the federal government to reconstructing the region. During the launch of the program in Bauchi State, National Project Coordinator says 12,000 households across the northeastern state will benefit.
These youths and women are either internally displaced or live in IDP host communities. They are gathered in Bauchi State to launch the Cash for Work program, an initiative of Pt.2 targeted at empowering IDPs across the Northeast by engaging them in environmental sanitation activities within their communities, and in return, they are rewarded for services rendered.
Nigeria, through Pt.2 AF2 project, has designed the Cash for Work as a viable option in the reconstruction of the northeast part of the country, which have been recently ravaged by the activities of Boko Haram. The Cash for Work program is designed to benefit 12,000 households across the Northeast, and Bauchi State, with 92 community action plan, is targeting 1,840 youths and also women as well.
These people in the community, either the community members that are housing these IDPs or the IDPs themselves, we intend to find a way to keep them busy. And by giving them small jobs like this, cleaning the environment, planting trees, or rehabilitating their own already existing infrastructures that we supported them with, they can have little change in their pockets.
Abubakar Idris, an internally displaced person and beneficiary of the scheme, is hopeful that this initiative will improve his life and that of others.
And this can help me through, as in cleaning the community for the salads is for cash. So we think that's good and we appreciate it. It can really help us through our demands and something we have to do here, as in for schooling. So the money will help us in buying some materials for school.
For the people, the initiative is a reminder that they are being supported, which is in line with the essence of the program.
In the meantime, the cost of governance, transparency and accountability are the main reasons why it is important for the citizens to know how much their representatives earn. The senator representing Kaduna Central in the National Assembly, SocioEconomic, revealed this on our special political program, Roadmap 2019. He told Channels Television's Ladia Keridolu Ale that his revelation of the earnings of senators was to galvanize the public towards asking questions on remuneration in other arms of government.
There should be no gray areas in public office. And now that Nigerians know what the members of the National Assembly are earning, they should also ask, what is the running cost of our ministers? What is the running cost of our governors? What is the running cost of head of government parastatals? What is the running cost of presidential advisors, aides, and men around the president? And what is the running cost of the president and the vice president? So it may be unpalatable and painful for the fact that I revealed our earnings or what we are being given every month. But it has healed and has brought a closed chapter to the fact that people don't know what we are actually earning. Now we know. And now if you are doing some good to your people, they know very well that it's not an act of charity. It is not also an act of philanthropism, that you are giving them what rightly belongs to them.
For the full interview with Senator SocioEconomic, do watch Roadmap 2019 tomorrow, Monday, June the 4th at 9 p.m. only on Channels Television.